Veronica, since 5 o'clock, this crowd has steadily grown. In fact, you can see there are thousands of people that are lining 7th Street, and they've just begun to march within the last 15 minutes towards Mission and then down 6, shutting down a significant portion of this intersection. How they feel about DACA is clear. The constitutionality of it, less so.
There's 11 million undocumented people.
The message from Dreamers and their supporters is clear, but the argument rescinding DACA is not quite so straightforward. U.S. Attorney General Jeff Sessions says President Obama abused his power as president when he created it, making the program unconstitutional.
The executive branch, through DACA, deliberately sought to achieve what the legislative branch specifically refused to authorize on multiple occasions. Such an open-ended circumvention of immigration laws was an unconstitutional exercise of authority by the executive branch.
But the reach of that executive power has been the center of debate for years, says constitutional law professor Rory Little. In fact, he says it's more of a political argument than a legal one.
There's no clear line here, so the argument that this is unconstitutional is a stretch, particularly when you put it next to the travel order, where the president has done the same kind of discretionary exercise of his authority, and the critics say, you can't do that, the statutes don't let you.
Even federal judges have varying opinions on the president's power. It would take a legal battle to discover who's right. But San Francisco Mayor Ed Lee says now, when 800,000 Dreamers' fates hang in the balance, is not the time to politic about it, and instead urges Congress to act.
There is a question about the legality, and that's going to be dealt with in the courts. But apart from that, what do you do during this time? And is there a hurry to get rid of people who are actually contributing to the economy of this country in the most prolific ways? I don't think there should be a hurry, but I think there should be a hurry towards immigration reform that ought to benefit these people.
And there are actually some cars who are unfortunately in the wrong place at the wrong time who are now stuck in this large crowd that, again, continues to grow in the last 10 minutes. The volume has increased, as has the level of enthusiasm. So far, everything has remained peaceful and enthusiastic, but there are extra police here on hand. In fact, I've even seen some federal agents. We'll continue to monitor the situation and, of course, bring you any updates as we get them. Reporting live in San Francisco, Emily Turner, KPIX 5.
All right, so what kind of advice are Dreamers being given in the wake of the DACA decision? We stopped by an immigrant resource center in San Rafael, which took a ton of phone calls today. KPIX 5's Wilson Walker on what they've been telling people.
So we're getting calls from people asking us to explain exactly what the consequences are going to be for them. People that actually have work permits, and they're afraid that either they're going to be deported or if they can actually renew their work permits.
Lucia Martel is Director of Immigration Legal Services at San Rafael's Canal Alliance, where today's news meant one thing.
Crisis mode.
Her first piece of advice for anyone protected by DACA: don't panic.
So at least I can tell that to our clients that they don't need to worry that ICE is going to be necessarily putting them in deportation as of today.
So no immediate deportation risk, but she's urging anyone with a work permit to get renewed by the October 5th deadline.
So what we're going to do right now is try to reach as many people as possible that want to renew their work permits, because they're not going to take any more initial DACA.
Now, as for what happens when those 2-year work permits begin to expire, well, that's the real uncertainty.
After that, are they going to be able to keep their jobs? Are they going to be able to apply for driver's licenses? What's really going to happen? Because the only way right now to protect these kids is actually having Congress enact a law that would extend the DACA protection or create a pathway to citizenship.
In San Rafael, Wilson Walker, KPIX 5.